Hello humans, Master Dinnerflex here, and today I'm not going to be reacting to the ban list because A, you've already seen everything that has happened, and B, why would you care? But I am going to do an explanation and breakdown of the ban list, so let's get into it. I'm also going to state my opinions because I can. So yeah, here we go. Gofu, I actually am not the biggest fan of, but I'm okay with. GoFood to me seemed pretty fair, but it might be a preemptive hit because links are only going to get more powerful over time, so it probably was best to just get it out of the way now. Dandelion I actually just don't agree with at all, because if you're worried about the plant FTK, just hit the FTK part and it just becomes a regular, like, casualist link deck that's still pretty fun and fairly powerful, but that doesn't stop the plant FTK at all. Dandelion just makes it more consistent, but if you were to actually hit the blazing whatever it is, you wouldn't have to worry about it at all, but now you still do, and you just ban Dandelion. So I have an issue with that, but it is what it is. Double Iris Magician, yeah, actually the Magician hits I do think were warranted. To me, outright banning it was incorrect. Putting it to 1 would have been better because at least you give them the option. Joker ban was absolutely warranted because Joker is I think he's at the level where he can search more cards than Stratos, and Stratos is banned. So, yeah, that was an absolutely warranted hit. Level Eater, absolutely warranted hit. The amount of advantage you can make just off of one level 1 dark monster is ridiculous. Max C, finally. Max C at 1's a sack card, and Max C for... So I was one of the very first people ever to say, hey, Max C is actually too powerful. It should start being on the list. And I remember saying that in early 2016, and people were laughing at me. And then what? It went to 2, then it went to 1, then it was banned, as of right now. And the reason is, it's not a card in any way, shape, or form that keeps the meta in check. It just makes the meta way more unfair. And if you haven't realized it now, then you were never going to understand it. Joker I already explained, and then there we go. Towers, that's ignorant. They shouldn't have even brought it back, but I guess since links can affect it and other things, I guess it's okay. But I don't like certain cards coming back just out of principle. If the only interaction they can give your deck, if they can only give the game, is negative, then you shouldn't just bring them back. Like Yatagarasu, who cares if it's power creep? The only interaction Yatagarasu will ever give the game of Yugioh is a negative one, so why? That's my opinion. Grinder Golem to 1. I don't even know. I think this should have went to 0 before Gofu did, but it's whatever. Damage Juggler, that's actually really cool. I actually think it's been a little power crept, despite what other people think. And at 1, it's not going to do very much. But sending it off Brilliant Fusion is very nice. And then Firewall Dragon, yeah, get it out of the way. Don't have to worry about it later. Monster Reborn. Okay, a lot of people are salty about this one. But here's what I'm going to say about it. It's got the same power level as Regeki, in that it can steal a game, but if you're actually playing well, it shouldn't. And it's more powerful to a player who knows when to hold it and activate it than it is to a player who will just blindly activate it. There's more to this card than you think. It is a sacky card, but it really isn't that sacky, and the only way it gets really sacky is in late game top decking scenarios. But in the actual back and forth game of Yu-Gi-Oh!, Monster Reborn is just a slight momentum push, and as we know now, there are a lot more negations and a lot more stun available to us. So Monster Reborn can sometimes just not even work. So I'm going to say very glad it's back. To me, it's just another way of Regeki, just to bring back something. Just to, like, another momentum push card. So yeah, I'm fine with that. Spiral Resort actually a much more fantastic hit than people realize. It's not going to keep Spiral out of the meta. They're probably still going to be one of the best decks, but now the whole Link bullshit is kind of just not a thing anymore. If it is, it's going to be so bricky inconsistent. And plus, if you deal with the one field spell, you don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's cool. And Solemn Judgment, another one, just like Reborn, I think should have came back a long time ago. It doesn't deal with monster effects, which are so prominent in the game, and it's best, and Solemn Judgment is best in the hands of a player who knows when to play it. So, very glad that's back. All this shit, not surprised. Well, I am kind of surprised that they just did Bottomless and Torrential at 3 at the same time, and they didn't go to 2, so that's awesome. That's actually really fucking cool. Mind Control is actually a really cool one because I was saying in Yu-Gi-Oh for a while there aren't enough cards that let you interact with your opponent, and Mind Control is. Regardless if you want to or not, I can Mind Control your Baguska and then just like link with it, and then you lost all that momentum. Like make Mrs. Radiant with something ignorant. It's like shit like that. It's insane. Mind Control put Baguska in attack, just fantastic. I love it. I love Mind Control being back. So yeah, so this is about it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed my discussion of the ban list and how I actually really enjoy it outside of Dandelion, and I think straight up banning Double Iris was a bit much. But otherwise, that's about it for me. Thank you all for watching, and remember, Master Dinnerflex will take your soul.